What's up, guys? Today I'm here with my 2017 Z900, and I just did a oil change on it, oil flush, and I just put a brand new chain. Sorry, I didn't record any of that. Most of it was when I got off really late at work, like 10. And then we were doing it till like 12. So, I was too tired to even consider getting that on and recorded. I just wanted to get it on. As you can see, this is why, because the weather is beautiful. So I wanted to make sure that the bike was ready. But today I am doing a coolant flush. You guys can't really see, but the coolant is like, I swear it looked brown. Now it looks a little green, but still, it's not like bright green how it was when I first got it last season. So I'm just gonna be flushing it with engine ice. I run this on all my bikes, but it's really simple. 10-20 minutes, maybe 30 if you're having some trouble. But really all you gotta do is right here, you gotta take off this lower fairing so you have access to the water pump. Break one of those bolts, most of it will come out. And then there's like you could either take this hose out too. And then that's one fairing bolt that needs to come out. This one needs to come out so you have access to the reservoir. And then on this side, you need to take off this whole upper fairing cowl thingamajigger. And that's really simple. Inspect your hoses, make sure that they're not dry rotted or cracked. Mine look great. And that's all. So I'm gonna start taking those off and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, so I got the upper cowl off, and then I have the other bolt the other frame cover to access the reservoir, and then you can also get to the water pump. I need to still take this little part off, but as you can see, because of my slider right here, I wasn't able to get to that bolt. I had to take the slider off, so I just left it like this. I'm still able to fill it up, but if you guys can see, there's some stuff floating around in there. The green doesn't really look too bad, but it's supposed to be like a dark green. But I'm gonna go ahead and I am gonna knock this hose right here off, and that's gonna grab most of the coolant. And then you're gonna put your bucket and squeeze the other hose to grab most of the coolant, and then after that I'll do the water pump bolt and try to get everything that there is. Alright guys, so I got that lower fairing removed, which is going to give us access to the water pump bolt. And you can either go from this hose. I'm going to do it from the other hose because I think there's a little more space. But you just take the clamp off of, drain all the coolant, and then I got distilled water right there to flush all of that nasty stuff out. So let me crack that bolt. Once the water dies down, I'll show you guys, and yeah. Alright guys, so I actually ended up going with this hose since the bike is tilted a little more this way. The bucket I was using had a crack in it, so it spilled a bunch of coolant everywhere. I'm just gonna make sure I put dirt like that and rinse it all up, make sure that because this stuff is harmful to animals because it smells sweet. But you guys can see the coolant is like green with a brown tint. That is absolutely disgusting. Now I'm gonna take distilled water and run it through the radiator cap and push out all that disgusting stuff. So I'm gonna do that. I'll get back to you guys. So I did like 2 flushes and the water is pretty clear. That's a good sign. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna get that water pump bolt off and get the rest of that nasty coolant out of there. Yeah guys, so I would definitely flush coolant. This pan was completely clean. This is all from the radiator. It's black bits, there's some white stuff in there. Right now I have about 15,600 miles, so this could be OEM coolant. You're supposed to change it for the Z900 every 22,000 miles or every 3 years. So I would say that this is definitely past the 3 years, which service manual says to change it. But I'm gonna do that water pump, flush the water pump, get the rest of the stuff out of there, and then I'll be done. Alright guys, so on the 2017, the drain bolt is right there, and as you can see, I got a little bit more coolant, which I'm trying to get all of that nasty stuff out. So it's helpful. Make sure you guys do that, definitely. I also forgot I have to drain the reservoir, and then after that I can fill and bleed, which I'll show you guys the process of that. Is super simple. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I got the lower reservoir drained. I'm also gonna flush that, because why not? If you're flushing the radiator, you should also be flushing the reservoir coolant tank. This goes up the frame through here and connects to the top part of the radiator cap right there. So all I did was took off the little clamp and I pulled it from here down there. And then I don't know if I mentioned this, but for this part, to get it actually coming out, you have to lean the bike towards you. I just grabbed it from the frame and then the front brake handlebars, and I leaned it towards me and got all that stuff out. I mean, you can just see how much more gunk came out. I mean, this pan was completely empty. Can't really see it too well. Just look at all that stuff, guys. Absolutely filthy. But yeah, I'm gonna flush that, and then I'll show you guys the process for the bleeding. For this, I took off the frame cover, which why not? Because getting it down is the easy part, but I mean getting it up through all that is going to be a little challenging. Alright guys, so we're on the last part of just filling it up and bleeding it. I have this little like kink in the hose, but once it fills up and pressurizes, it should have fixed that. I mean, there's no rips or tears or anything. We got the water pump fully screwed in, we got the clamp fully screwed in. Then on this side, we have the reservoir rerouted up through the frame and back with the clamp right there. So now all I'm gonna do is fill it up, and I'm gonna bleed it, and then just fill the reservoir, and we're done. Alright guys, so I got that coolant all the way filled up, as you can see right there. So now next thing to do is start the bike, let it idle till the water pump kicks on and the fan kicks on, and then all you're gonna do is blip the throttle a couple times. That should either bubble down or it should spew out. One of those two things. Alright, so start the bike. She's a loud girl, but once I see that either die down or spew out, I'll come back to you guys. I'll show you guys the process of blipping it. This is what you guys want to see. You guys want to see it run out. You guys want to see a bubble like that. You see it's bubbling, that means it's bleeding. If you guys don't bleed it properly, then you guys might experience some overheating. It's just small issues like that, running a little bit hot. So I got that down there catching all that stuff. So as you guys see, it's one bar over the middle. It just went down, so that means that it's cooling. There's no coolant sitting at the top, so I'm gonna put a little bit more, but that's how you know that the water pump and the fan kicked in. You can feel it, and I still don't know why this has a kink in it. I don't like that. Yeah. Alright guys, so we got that all the way filled up. We got it a little bit over the full line, but hey, that's okay. This hose, all I did was spin it around to make sure that there was no kink in it like there was. I'm not sure if that will affect how much coolant was coming out or not, because you know it's not flowing straight, there's a blockage. But either way, if it's low on coolant, then it will grab it from the reservoir. So if I see the reservoir go down, then I'll just top it off again. But that's going to conclude how to flush the coolant on a, and you can see that it's tight, fully in there, on a 2016 Plus Z900. I hope you guys liked. Any comments? If you guys want to comment, you know, if you guys found an easier way to do something, go ahead. I'm not going to take any offense, just for other people, you know. Like the one guy, he just drained it completely from the water pump, which took forever, but you know, I took off the hose and it made it 10 times faster. So thank you guys for watching. Definitely going to see more bike content with my Gixxer. You guys see some riding content with this. My Camaro is in the shop right now getting a couple repairs, so once I get that back, you guys will see more of that. Hope you guys liked it, and stay tuned. Bye.